Hello. Today I'd like to speak to you briefly about the scientific results that you can expect with an Enlight application. Now, most of the people that I have treated are from my clinical practice. Many people are outside of it, but within that practice, what I've typically done is given a test that measures 9 different symptoms. And I give that to the individuals before I treat them with Enlight, and then after their Enlight application, about a week later, sometimes 2 weeks later, or more, people fill out another essay 45, it's called. Symptom Assessment 45 questions, measuring these symptoms and comparing where the individual scores relative to a clinical cutoff. And the results that I have, I've done before and after tests for many years, but in recent years I started using the essay 45 because it's standardized, so you can look and see where you land relative to a clinical sort of range or a non-clinical range. And I have 97 people or samples, and this is a summary of the results that I've gotten from those 97 people. The important thing to note first is the double line. The double line indicates the level, the cutoff level. Anything above the double line is considered a score that puts the individual in the range of clinical concern on their symptoms. Some scales measure the intensity of symptoms, another scale measures how many symptoms are scored, and then the relative height or clinical range of that symptom. As you can see, the average is everyone is above the cutoff, so no one is below, on average, of the 97 sample size, below the clinical cutoff. And after one application of Enlight, you can see that most symptoms are down below. The intensity as well is down below the clinical cutoff range. The two that remain are very common, and it's interesting because before I developed Enlight, I used thought field therapy, and thought field therapy worked wonderfully on phobias. Enlight does not work as wonderfully on phobias. So sometimes I have to treat phobias separately, usually with TFT. And here, I get an elevation here, I believe, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there's a large Catholic population here. And one particular question on this psychosis scale is, do you feel that you deserve to be punished for your sins? And a lot of people will score on that, and that will slightly seem to elevate them in that area. But otherwise, as you can see, after one application, people actually move from the clinical range down to the non-clinical range. And that's an exciting result, especially with one application, as I say. But you can look up some more of this information online. Thank you.